everybody, and welcome back to my Operation Moonsucker. And if you feel as hot as I do during summer, you may welcome the cold hard reality of space, which is below sub-zero in a lot of places. So yeah, I'm bringing my cranes back to orbit where, as you can see here, the rest of the base components are waiting. I have to do some refueling because, well, even though Minmus does not have a lot of gravity and does not need a lot of delta V to get down to, and, well, of course, get back up from, I need to refuel those things. And, well, it's a good thing I still have a lot of fuel left in those big carbonine tanks. So I'm refilling the crane here, and then I will get back to bringing my base down. Well, here we have one of the components. It's one of those ore storage parts. Going to dock this real quick to my crane. Boom, there we go. And now let's Infernal Robotics do its part and move it down under to the center of mass of the crane, so I can lift it safely down to the surface of Minmus, which is not really a problem with these ore canisters. They are quite light when they're not full, but it will be a problem when I get back up into orbit, when I try to get back up into orbit with a full ore storage container or a full fuel storage container. So here you can see me almost down at the base. I am, of course, trying to land very close to it, and maybe some of you guys already know how to do that, but I found out it's most easy to get your retrograde marker right on that target reticule. So just do some correction burns here and there and get that reticule right on the target, and then you will land close to your destination, so you don't have to rove around too much or do some more small hops across the surface. As you can see here, we're almost at night, so I have to engage my landing lights. Those Mark 1 lights are really powerful. So we're seeing well where we're going to land, getting closer and closer, chasing the target reticule with the retrograde marker. And this is looking good, this is looking very good. Almost down, and yeah, here we go, safely down on the plains of Minmus. So it's time to release that ore tank, well, that empty ore tank. And now Infernal Robotics once again comes into play and is buggy, because that should open all the way. And if you look closely, and if you know Infernal Robotics, you can see that that hinge does not look right. Yeah, weird things happening here. Oh well, it worked so far, so let's get on with it. And therefore I need my flatbed truck, which I specifically designed for this mission. It slides under the tank. There you go, you can see it here. Then in order to get a dock, I activate the landing legs. There you go. Well, the landing gear, which pushes up the tank, and then I disengage the gear on the tank with my action group, and then I can ferry it around wherever I wanted to. In this case, to the already assembled core of my base. That's a good place to put it. And we have a dock. Once more, engage the gear, disengage the wheel gear, and we're ready for our next assignment, which is to take the other storage tank around the corner, because where this is attached now I will put something else. I changed my mind. And thanks to the base being so modular, that is not a problem. Once more, decoupling and messing up the gear system somehow. Yeah, but, well, fortunately this cannot topple over as easily as it did in the last episode. A previous episode, of course. The last episode will come sometime in the future. And here we dock the next tank. Almost. Come on. Yeah, now we have engaged the landing gear, and we're back in orbit. You can see there we have 2 more of those black tanks to get down to the surface. So I'm playing a little game of, well, some aiming and shooting. I put the crane in position, then I decouple it, and I'm using the momentum of the decoupler of the ejection force acted upon on the ore tank to shoot it, so to speak, to the crane, and it worked perfectly. And for some reason, after some quick saving and quick loading, Infernal Robotics decided to work again as well. Yay, good times! For your viewing pleasure, I have decided to not submit you to the entire descent again. So here we have another pinpoint landing, which is actually a little bit too good, to be honest, because now I can't move my rover in a place where I could pick up the ore tank. So I have to, well, move the crane again a little bit. Once more disengaging the docks, opening up the crane, and then... well, that was the wrong docking port, because I don't need 2 of those. I just need the rover. I just need my truck, my flatbed. There we go. Turn around just quickly. Scoop that up. Scoop it up. And then let's go and attach it quickly to the base so we can move on with building this monstrosity. Yeah, some light is never wrong in the twilight, isn't it? So those will be 3 spokes, so to speak, which extend from the core. And in the back there will be 2 with some other stuff that is still in orbit. And yeah, speaking of orbit, that's where we're headed right now, again. So there we go, the final ore storage container. And we are attaching it to our crane again. Once more, tilting the hinges so it is snug in the middle. And then it's once more down to the base with a very close landing. Boom! There we go. Time to open that up. And then it's time to get the final piece of the ore containers to the base. This one, of course, well, of course, you don't know it yet, I just do. This one will be, so to speak, the transport container. Some more beauty shot of the landing gear extending and keeping the tank in place. There you go. And now it's time to get there. So this will be the storage tank I will use to transfer ore from the drill site. Yes, there will be a separate drill site to this refinery. Maybe this is inefficient, it probably is. This is really my first attempt at a big ore refinery base. So it's time to get back up and get some more pieces. But for this I need the other crane, the one with the claw attached to it. There you can see it. And you can also see that I'm heading towards those, well, thinner elements, so to speak. And I need to grab those with my claw and then attach them together, because I don't want to do this 3 times. So I will attach them to each other and then get them down to the surface in one piece. Well, I hope it will be one piece. So we have detached from the rest of the base components. And we are targeting the next element. Keen viewers will already have seen what this will be. These three things that I'm going now to attach to each other are the things that will generate power. Yes, this is the power component of my refinery base. And there are some minor hiccups with attaching them to each other. Seem to not be able to get this together, but fortunately, as soon as I detach them, or decouple them rather, it's possible to get a dock. Do you say to get a dock or to get a lock on the dock? I have no idea, and I think both sound okay. There you go, a little bit wobbly, and well, because it's not really symmetric now, so it's a little bit harder, although those power generation units, they don't weigh as much. But still we have to get in position for the next thingy. Sorry about the nighttime operation, I didn't realize that my orbit was almost taking me to the dark side of the moon. Well, of the moon Minmus, of course, not the real moon, and certainly not the Kerbal moon. Although it is a moon in Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, well, my mind is a little bit fuzzy in these temperatures, sorry about that. But here we go, and we are going to catch the third part. You can see some rover wheels in the background. You may wonder what they might be, and I will clear that up for you in probably the next episode, so please stay tuned for that. But now it's time to undock our power unit, our power farm, so to speak, our electricity depot, our... well, it's not a tower of power, it's more sort of a noodle. What rhymes with noodle that's also something akin to electricity or power? Only the word poodle comes to my mind when I think of noodle, but maybe that's the heat as well. So never mind. Time to get back down to the surface, and we almost are. Unfortunately, my flying with this not very centered contraption was not as good, and I'm quite far away from the base. Yeah. So let's time accelerate until we're in the sunlight so I can actually see what I'm doing. So yeah, let's just glide along the surface. I have loads of RCS left and enough fuel, so this should not be a problem unless I crash, which I am desperately trying to avoid here. Because I don't have any backup and I don't want to send another rocket up to Minmus, so I could get some power stuff there. Base coming closer. Yeah, this is looking good. Look at that, a crane doing its duty as it should. Which is the duty, of course, to transport stuff, to haul components across the sky, or in this case across the icy surface of Minmus. Ice. I would love to have some ice now. I am sweating and it is really hot. Did I mention it is hot? It is hot. My condolences to guys living in California suffering from the drought. I'm pretty sure you have it worse than we do over here in Europe, but it's still really uncomfortable at the moment. Maybe they should change the weather forecast from degrees centigrade or Fahrenheit to well, fine, body temperature, fever, and death. So you can see me here power sliding across Minmus to get the power generators. And right here, a critical design flaw has manifested. The landing legs are too close to the body, so I can't fit the flatbed underneath. And also I don't have any probe cores on them, so I can't switch to them and, well, get those landing legs retracted. So I tried to, well, make use of Minmus's low gravity and just, well, throw that thing around until I'm under it and can get a dock. But yeah, as you can see, this could have worked better. Fortunately, the reaction wheels on the flatbed are so powerful that I can flip it around at will, as you can see here. This is really a trick car. Try to do that with a real truck, I dare you. And I ruined a solar panel. Yeah. So much about not ruining stuff while trying to fix it. But I still got a lot of other solar panels on there, so maybe we should be fine. But I'm still not managing to get that stuff upright. And then I remembered, hey, I got my claws. And claws are great because I can dock them anywhere. So, once again, the magic of reaction wheels and low gravity helping us out. Now I can pull back those landing gear stuff and get back down. It almost looks like I've got cheats enabled, which I don't. It's just the really, really low gravity of Minmus. I wonder what it would be like to really do a mission on such a planet or moon where you can kind of flip your vehicles around if you need to. And yeah, so how do I get this docked? And first of all, how do I get the last one? Well, as you can see here, it's a little bit off. And I don't want it to be off, so yeah, I tried to get back there and, well, do some stuff with it. I forgot to attach not to attach to retract the landing gear, and here you can see me trying to use the claw, but I did not get the lock, so I had to get back and dock again, and for some reason it flipped. But then I could use the claw. Yay! There we go, retracting the landing gear, getting that thing back into position, getting the rover back into position in a very peculiar way. And then I can dock it again. There we go. Almost. So trick is here to make it turn, so to speak. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to attach this by moving the rover, well, not really straight, as you can see here. I'm using docking alignment indicator, which is, as I have mentioned before, one of the greatest mods for helping you out with docking. But I really need to get this into some kind of position so the dock looks at least a little bit better. Unfortunately, I don't have RCS on that flatbed. Well, I do, but it's for a very special purpose, which is not served here. But this looks good, this looks straight, and I really want a dock. Yes, I got it. And now we can finally attach this thing. The noodle of volts, the power bar, the stuff that generates electricity for my base, to the base. So there we go. This is a really long tail for a rover. And Whoops! Whoa! Don't fall over, dear refinery. Please don't do that to me. But yeah, this is not right. Nope, I should perhaps change my position a little bit. There we go. Let's get back and... Come on, dock. Dock. Dock it. No, 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 no. Don't flip over, refinery. You're heavy. Why are you tipping over so easily by just me touching you? Come on. Once more. Once more. Yes, we got our landing gear engaged. This is looking good. And... yeah, we have a dock. And we have our solar panels ready. So this refinery is now fully operational. Well, almost. It lacks some storage tanks for fuel, but the ore part, it's ready to collect ore. It's ready to convert fuel if you dock a craft directly to it. And yeah, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to drill, and for that I need something else that's back up in space. What it is, you will see in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.